Guys, this is big. This is huge. Alyssa Mercante has sent a legal letter to KiwiFarms threatening them with litigations. If you guys aren't aware of what KiwiFarms is, this is like you don't want to get on their bad side. If she was worried about being doxxed and harassed off of KiwiFarms, she definitely shouldn't have had a lawyer send litigation because now this is going to be bad for her, guys. It's KiwiFarms. Now, this is a week after she posted this tweet saying that it's been 6 months since her Sweet Baby Inc. report and they started the Gamergate harassment campaign. Oh, my pussy. Guys, what she fails to leave out about this harassment campaign is that she's the one that antagonizes. She's the one that pokes the bear. She's the one that contacts people's families, their wives. She's the one that helps encouragement of shutting down websites. She's pro censorship. I mean, she literally wears a shirt during her Trans Lifeline charity stream laughing about Smash JT's wife. But she's the victim in this? No, she's not. She's not some poor, oppressed victim that people are just picking on for no reason. She starts a lot of shit. She won't tell you that, though. She says that she's been gathering info, seeking advice from lawyers, and that she's moving forward with legal action against several parties for doxing and harassment, defamation. But the kicker is that she's creating a GoFundMe, guys. We're the grifters, but she's the one creating a GoFundMe for this. Clearly, this lady has issues if she thinks that she's above criticism, especially if you're trying to go after KiwiFarms. I have threads on KiwiFarms. There's stuff about me posted on KiwiFarms. Do you see me crying? Do you see me threaten to dox and litigate them? Is it cool to be doxed? No. Nobody should ever be doxed. I don't encourage it. I disavow it. But she thinks that she's above any and every targeted harassment that comes her way, whether it's constructive criticism, whether it's legit targeted harassment, whether it's somebody just telling her that she sucks. She don't like it. She has thin skin. She doesn't even want videos made about her that show public tweets that she puts out there, that show public articles that she puts out there. She doesn't like any kind of negative feedback or criticism at all. And she is so weak. And she just made it harder on herself, like I'm saying, guys. If you threaten KiwiFarms, that's basically like kicking a hornet's nest. Okay? Now, let's look at this legal letter. Nothing's probably going to happen out of this. I'll be very surprised because KiwiFarms is always being put through, I guess, the ringer with everything and so forth with that. Let me see if I could pull it up a little bit closer. Yeah, here we go. We have Kaberman, Unk, Soniker, and Klein PC, counselors at law, dated August 25th. And the subject is your client's threat to tortuously invade Alyssa Mercante's privacy. This is just legal words, legal mumbo jumbo buzzwords, guys, to scare people. There's absolutely nothing that can happen with KiwiFarms because it's all anonymous. They basically just want them to delete the thread. Hide the bad stuff about me. Sure, there's doxing in there, but it's because she wants to remove all negativity about herself. That's what this whole thing's about. If she's going to start lawsuing people and serving them, it's because she doesn't want anything bad about her out there. She's sensitive. To saying that they're writing to concerning your client, Joshua Moon, and his website, KiwiFarms. There's currently a thread on KiwiFarms in the non-public prospering grounds section of the forum, hosting a full dox of our client, Alyssa Mercante. As you may otherwise not be aware, Alyssa has hired us to pursue remedies both in and out of court against people who are serially stalking and harassing her online. Joshua Moon and KiwiFarms are not among those people we are pursuing, but we came across this thread in our research. But for the fact that it hosted docs, the thread would otherwise be innocuous, annoying, and upsetting in tone, but well within the bounds of law. However, by hosting the docs, KiwiFarms provides an avenue for bad actors to get within the shield of Alyssa's privacy, in turn being mean online into genuine threats to her privacy in person. That we cannot permit. Keep in mind, she contacted Smash JT's wife has been putting jokes about it on t-shirts, selling merch with that, posting publicly that she's done it, laughing and taunting him publicly. And whenever he complains about it, they call him a crybaby. Right? Again, being doxxed is not cool. It's not cool at all. But this is intimidation here. And this is what they do. This is their route. They're saying that Joshua Moon and KiwiFarms aren't in the targets, but if the thread stays up, they will be. So it's basically like, you better take that down or else. Okay? Let me tell you something, Alyssa Mercante. Nobody knows it's your dox if you don't react to it. If you react to it, if you do this, it causes a Streisand effect. It causes the trolls to come more at you. Look at what happened with Chris Chan. Look at what's happened with people like Review Tech in the past or Boogie in the past. If you react to the stuff and let people know they got you, they know to continue it. If you just stop reacting, if you just stop antagonizing people, if you stop going on to Summer Game Fest and telling people to fight you physically, things would get better for you. I've tried to keep my stuff not personal. I've only talked about your articles that you write that are super cringe, like your Acolyte one, your Sweet Baby Ink stuff. I've only talked about tweets that you put out there publicly. Whatever narrative that I've put out there about you is a public narrative that's been created by you. And this is the internet. This is going to happen. If you say and do stupid things, again, it's happened to me, they're going to go nuts. There's a lot of fucking people out there that have no mercy, Kotaku-style. Now, they go on to say all this other legal stuff, what it's in violation of, that the thread in question in KiwiFarms hardware continues to host Mercante's videos, which is infringement, and there's no DMCA safe harbor, stuff like this. It basically just trying to scare them. All right. Now, if you look around over here, there's another clip or another, I guess, screenshot right here where they continue to say Mr. Moon is not currently in their crosshairs, and if this thread removes the docs and never leaves the non-public portion of KiwiFarms forums, then there will be no reason for us to give Mr. Moon the time of day. Our concern is not with policing the internet activity of a single person or even a whole forum, but in protecting the security and rights of our clients. No, it's policing the internet. It's policing the internet 110%, guys. The less KiwiFarms puts our clients in danger or permitting others to utilize information provided by KiwiFarms to continue campaigns of harassment, stalking, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, the less we'll have to get involved in Joshua Moon's business. So they're just saying that if they don't hear back from him in 30 days, they are going to pursue action. If he fails to heed this friendly warning, they'll be forced to change their policy. This individual, if I'm not mistaken, has put their Twitter on private now. So I'm sure they're getting harassed already, coming out representing as Alyssa Mercante's client or, I guess, attorney. Again, this is her painting the victim thing. She said she was going to do it. Who knows who else she's going to try to serve. But going after KiwiFarms first and having a threatening letter like that is not a great idea. So, here's what was posted on KiwiFarms about it. Like Null, who actually operates the forums at KiwiFarms, posted it. Posted the whole thing, and it's getting reactions. People are being pretty hostile toward her. I mean, what does she think? Telling her to kill themselves. They highly doubt this goes anywhere. She's one of these people that they go, who? Then click on her thread and immediately go, oh, her. Literally who? Stop talking about the dumb shit I post publicly on websites. Yep. Need another funding campaign? Oh boy, I sure hope this thread isn't fast-tracked out of prospering grounds. She's just going to make it worse for her. These people are going to move it out of prospering grounds. And this is just going to put a whole bunch of people targeting against her right here. I mean, there's definitely a huge fucking thread here, which will show. Again, I have a thread on there where they talk about past stupid shit I've done. I'm not over here throwing litigation and stuff like that. Just don't react to it. Let this corner of the internet be in this corner of the internet. You can see they just go into detail about who she is, everything that she does, why she's a terrible human being. It's essentially freedom of speech. And every once in a while, somebody goes after KiwiFarms, talks about it. Like, if you really want to know bad stuff about Alyssa Mercante, it's up there. It's definitely up there. Is it brutal? Is it harsh? Yeah, absolutely, 110%. There's a lot of video clips from her social media. I mean, even right here, they're talking about how she stalked Smash JT, contacted the wife. So if this all goes into litigation, she's opening herself for discovery on all of this. They're going to ask about her internet behavior. They're going to ask about what she's said and done about people. I mean, right here is where she went on to Hypnocast and was stalking them literally in the fucking chat. But she's the one that stalked and harassed when she goes out of her way to contact people. There's stuff about her lying, when she went full Frosk, when she challenged fucking Vera Dark and backed away, making fun of Donald Trump. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. And there's a lot of stuff that's not on here, such as her and, Nick Calandra trying to gang up and call me a person that doesn't belong around children. So there's definitely a lot. And this is the thread that she doesn't want. Lady, have you never heard of Encyclopedia Dramatica? Do you know how many people on the internet were featured on Encyclopedia Dramatica back in the day? Or even on KiwiFarms still? As a public figure, this is just part of it. Okay? Literally crying on the internet about harassment, trying to send threatening letters, trying to intimidate people. If your lawyer had any spine, he wouldn't have went protected tweets. 110%. And I've seen reviews of your lawyer, actually. There was reviews online that I believe I was tagged in. Let me see if I could find it. Was it Mark Fox that posted about it? Let me check. Yep, right here. Did a search for this Lane person. Looks like he's a recent hire and an average lawyer rather than the scary booger man that she makes him out to be. So you can see right here, literally 1-star reviews saying they had an outburst in the waiting room. Worst attorney ever. Did absolutely nothing. Charged me for everything. So again, you go to Avo, you can see his scores. I'm not worried about this. This is not going to go anywhere. As Smash JT says, this looks like it was written by somebody who flunked out of law school trying to intimidate the internet. Not only is this embarrassingly bad, it now opens the door for countersuits and discovery against Mercante. So yeah, anybody that's going to get sued is going to countersue. They're going to counterclaim. They're going to ask, for subpoenas. Smash JT, I believe, has grounds because his wife was contacted and he's been used as a subject of harassment from her. Like, does she not think about this? I don't think she does. I don't think she's capable of holding herself accountable and thinking that she's subject to anything wrong that she might have done. I think she thinks she's a perfect little angel. And this is going to be the start of something big, guys. If she wanted people to stop talking about her, this is the last thing that she needed to do. If she wanted people to stop putting her in their videos, stop writing articles about them, this is absolutely the last thing that she needed to do. This is going to make things terrible for her. And that's not a threat on my end. That's just me knowing how brutal the internet can be and how hardcore, when you get on the wrong side of people like KiwiFarms, could be. So she thought this harassment campaign was going on for just 6 months and that she was going to end it. I'm sorry, Toots. You just started a whole brand new chapter of this. This is going to be a big mistake. And I would have advised for you to not even go after KiwiFarms. To not even, you know what? As a matter of fact, don't even send a single letter to anybody that's ever criticized you. At least based on your public stuff. I can tell you full-fledged, I've not defamed you once. I've talked about your public image. I've talked about your public tweets. I've talked about your content. I've never doxed you. I don't encourage doxing. So if you feel the need that you need to serve me, then it's going to be an issue. I have full availability with an attorney. I mean, Nick Calandra and John Phipps tried to send that intimidation lawyer to tell me to take down a video of mine which immensely failed. Their intimidation lawyer was a fucking joke. A fucking joke. So yeah, this is not going to turn out good, guys. Now let's see what they're saying on Twitter. Smash right off the bat says this is the most embarrassing thing Alyssa's done in the past 5 minutes. God. The past 5 minutes. And you can see Savvy says there's some juvenile language. That last paragraph is not the mark of professionalism, but childish behavior not befitting a lawyer. This is also probably another inexperienced fake lawyer like John Phipps and Nick Calandra tried to get. James says she's in for a rude awakening. Discovery is going to destroy her credibility with any court. Just the nonsense she does online alone. Nevertheless, the stuff she does and hides. Right? To repeat, Mr. Moon is not currently in our crosshairs. There will be no reason for us to give Mr. Moon the time of day. What, did she hire the lowest rent lawyer she could find? No statements would someone laughed out of law school. You can see his reviews again, pretty bad. Keffels 2.0, God. And that's the other thing is Keffels raised funds, right, to go against KiwiFarms. It turned out that she didn't even fucking use any of that money, right? That was what was exposed in Mudahar's video, that Keffels raised all this funding and stuff. To me, saying, oh, I got to raise a GoFundMe, I got to get legal fees myself. Anybody that's going to contribute to paying towards Alyssa Mercante's legal fees is going to be wasting their fucking money. Why don't you just donate it to charity? Give it to actual real help and not to Trans Lifeline, which had a whole bunch of sus past history with some of their employees, right? Give it to people that actually need it. Alyssa Mercante doesn't need it for your legal stuff. She wants to call us grifters. She wants to call Smash, Hypnotic, anybody that's right-wing, Grummz, you name it. She wants to call them grifters. Sorry, newsflash. It's clearly you that's the grifter. And once again, when Discovery hits, if she's going to be going through all this, once Discovery hits, it's going to be bad for her. It's going to be bad for her because there's so much stuff out there. There's so much stuff out there. Mercante getting humiliated by the farms is the most funny outcome. I'll chip in to a fun. Can somebody point me to a quick synopsis of this? Yeah. Now it's bringing people to it. It's bringing her more like in the spotlight to more people that had no clue who the fuck she is. To who the fuck she is at all. And she's over here blocking people in advance. Look, remember when Alyssa doxed and actually harassed someone's wife? Right? This is just going to be bad on her. If she really didn't like this, you can see they're definitely fucking tearing her up. Man, there's over 20 pages on this thread talking about the legal threat that they received. Hey, Google, what's the Streisand effect? Like, Alyssa, I didn't even see a single dox on here. To be completely honest, unless it's in the spoilers, which it's hidden. I didn't even see a single fucking dox. But yeah, this trashy woman has made nothing but trouble for herself. I mean, look at images like this. She dares to call us incels. Well, she has images nearly showing her fucking crotch, her tattoos. Honestly, she's just a wannabe Lady Gaga. Like, she's a big Lady Gaga fan. But to me, she just comes across as a tryhard, an edgelord, somebody that has no clue of how to operate and look like a professional on the internet. She's literally like an editor-in-chief at Kotaku, and she doesn't even know how to handle herself professional. None of these people do. That's why they have names like Shitsporg and Craptacular and stuff like that. These people are all a bunch of fucking jokes. They're all wannabe activists that always got told that they're special little snowflakes their whole life. They don't know how to respond to criticism at all. And when the real world hits them in the face, reality sinks in, they panic. And, you know, they make empty threats that they can't back up. So, KiwiFarms, this whole situation with them is going to be interesting to see. Again, I don't think anything's going to come out of it. You're threatening people. You got an attorney who seems like he doesn't know what he's doing. This is gonna be interesting to fucking watch though, and you know what? It's giving me more content to milk. So Mercante, if you wanted people to stop talking about you, this was not the step to go. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one.